And here to talk to us about this, we have Cindy Martin, Uitox Country Manager for Indonesia. Hi, Cindy. Nice to have you here.
Hi, thank you for having me here.
So the first question is, let's see the growth, e-commerce growth in Indonesia. How do you see that?
It's definitely growing. Like we see more and more suppliers are willing to sell their goods online. So we see that the trend going for e-commerce going forward is definitely good. And then the only thing we see and we hope is there are more and more people buying. Right now, we only see, the buying number is definitely increased, but then it's pretty much the same set of people that is buying. We would like to see more of Indonesians people buying things online, like especially those outside of Jakarta.
If you see the similarity of this type of people who buy online, so what kind of type are you mentioning here? And what type of person or people that is actually still, like not wanting to use their gadget to buy any online products?
I think definitely people who are more cautious with money, with their money, and then people who are not really used to this like e-commerce, buying things from internet, that kind of concept. So I would say those kind of people are still very reluctant to buy things online, but then the people who are used to big city lifestyle, those are the people who really buying more and more goods online, like especially stay-home mother that's living in big city, they pretty much buy everything online because they're very busy to go out, they have kids to take care of.
So how do you see the players in Indonesia, local players, for example?
Local players, I would say like all the local big conglomerates is jumping into this industry right now. So for that trend, I would say every local players, they all think very bullish of this e-commerce industry.
And especially if we talk about international players, like all the big players from outside Indonesia are coming in as well.
Definitely, yes.
Can you tell us more about it though?
Yeah, so recently we know Alibaba acquired a major controlling stake in Lazada. And then more recent also, I think Amazon is decided to come into Indonesian e-commerce market as well. So you already saw like pretty much China, America, maybe and then Europeans like Australia, they all have like their own e-commerce in Indonesia. So the trend is definitely going. And then it's a very early right now to say whether all these players are going to be successful, especially in Indonesian market. But definitely the need is there though.
The demand is big as well.
Yes, exactly.
So in terms of looking at the players here in Indonesia, how these players can support the SMEs in Indonesia so far?
Oh, it's actually, they help these SMEs to sell their goods to a bigger and broader audience. Because before, SME may be just, locally based. They can only sell things locally, and then they are limited by their distribution logistic. But then right now, with e-commerce helping, they help market the products of these SMEs to a bigger audience, even outside of where those SMEs business are located. Because, Indonesia is an archipelago country. So as an SMEs in Java, maybe best you can sell to Kalimantan, Sulawesi, but then maybe not so much to sell in Papua. But then because of e-commerce right now, they help you, e-commerce platform helps you to show your products to the people in Papua as well. So the people in Papua know that this product exists and people in Papua can buy this product if they trust the e-commerce platform.
So if the market is so big here in Indonesia, so what are the challenges now?
Challenges, definitely people need to trust the e-commerce platform. Trust is definitely one of the biggest issue other than infrastructure. We are archipelago countries, the infrastructure is, the cost of building a very consistent and then reliable infrastructure is very high because we need the land transportation, we need the sea transportation as well. So those two, trust and then infrastructure, is definitely the biggest challenge for e-commerce here.
So let's talk more about Uitox now. How do you support this ecosystem in Indonesia here?
So I would say Uitox play a very big role in terms of bridging all these SMEs, all this local business with the e-commerce platform. Probably not all business owners are very educated or very aware of how to sell things online. This is when we come in and help them to sell things, to sell their things online, how to package the things, how to take a picture, what to write to online so that the people, so the buyer would be interested in buying their things. So first we help them to sell locally, but what we really looking at to do is to how to do things, how to sell things internationally. So because we believe at the end, like this world, this earth is one market. So how to help this local supplier sell their products not only locally but also internationally is our mission and vision going forward. So what we like to do is to help the local suppliers to sell their products online, locally and internationally, and we also helping the local consumers like you and me to buy things from international sellers. So, and then all these things can be done without the problems and the headache of handling the international logistic, because here Uitox we take care of the international logistic. So you, as a supplier, you just focus on creating a better product, and as a buyer, you just buying better product, better price.
And with building this chain here in Indonesia, is there any challenges or barriers that you face so far?
Yeah, we need to do a lot of communication with the suppliers and then the logistic partners, how to make sure things are sent on time and in time in good condition. That's one of the things that we are looking for, we're really tackling, and we're also helping and educating the suppliers how to take a picture of your products, how to prepare your products. Those two, basically it's not really a challenge, but it's just part of the things that we need to do in order to realize our vision and mission.
Especially to build your, brand power in terms of, internationally known, for example, like that. But what is your future expansion after this?
We're currently already based in all the countries in Southeast Asia, and then also East Asia, like Japan, Taiwan, China, and Korea. So right now we have one operation point in Europe, which is in Netherlands. Hopefully in the future we will be able to bridge out to more countries in Europe, and then also States, and hopefully soon Africa.
Africa?
Yes, Africa.
Is there a good market there as well?
Oh yeah, it's definitely a very good market for e-commerce. In fact, the e-commerce there is also like growing very fast. So yeah.
Okay, now the outlook of e-commerce in Indonesia, how do you see that?
Well, right now the outlook, the e-commerce market in Indonesia is very, very young right now, I think. So there is definitely a big potential, and then especially when the new players are still coming in, I would say that there will be contraction and then consolidation going forward after this. It's a matter of time, and then with so many players right now, I think there will be some winners and losers, but it's all going to play out by time, I think.
All right, Cindy Martin, thank you so much for being here in Marketplace.
Thank you so much too.
Thank you.